to Table Talk. This is a show where we talk about topics you submit via hashtag Table Talk or our subreddit. You can go there too. r/SourceFed.
Good morning, Trish.
Good morning.
Good morning, baby.
Get that going over
I
there.
know, right? I'm Trisha Hirschberger with my coffee.
Get a little heroin going in there, too.
I'm
you know
Steve
what I mean?
Zaragoza.
That kind of day. Are you Steve Zaragoza? Wow, you shaved today, buddy.
He didn't say anything.
I'm Meg Turney.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, at Monkey Pig Matt says, if you had one day to go and punch everyone who has ever been mean to you, would you? Yes.
Wait, you punch everybody that's ever
been mean to you?
Your hand would hurt.
Oh, I know.
So much.
And I feel like I would be
But
like,
yes.
hey-ya! Like I would be real
I don't know.
stylized with
Do you
it.
get to pick where you punch them?
Oh, that's a good question. Steve, we both seem absolutely on board. You seem a little mixed.
Well, I'm in the camp of, like, it'll feel good initially, but then, like, who cares afterwards?
Will you feel
Well,
bad later?
I don't know, maybe. Because I'm sure those people's lives are really shitty and horrible right now. That's more reward to me
I
than
would
actually
like to
punching
think
them.
that.
I feel like I am in the camp of living well is the best vengeance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Well, I'm not much of a
But-
religious man, but turning the other cheek was something that always stuck with me.
yeah,
That's
I'm,
good.
I guess I'm a lady. I'm like, no, fuck turning the other cheek. Punch you in the
No,
mouth.
I always try real hard. I'm like, I'm so mad at this person. I'm going to pray for them. I'm so mad at them. If I pray for them, then I can't want to hurt them because those are conflicting motives.
Oh, see,
Well,
I
I
feel
try
like
to train myself not to be mean.
because I can't pray for people, I'm like, oh, because I believe there's no God, this must be my own holy divinity
This
to
is
pray to
my
you.
last resort. Well, also,
I do
like,
believe in karma, though.
See, that's my thing. I
Karma's
believe
a
in
bitch.
karma or some sort of like version of karma that maybe isn't the whole religious aspect of karma. But I do believe in that. I mean, or at least I'd like to think that most of the people, and in fact, I can look back on some of the people that have been really mean to me and have been big jerks and see how sad their lives are
True.
now, and that's enough for me to get by with. You know.
I wish that I try to be real nice, and I wish on the inside I was as nice as I try to be on the outside. Because there are definitely times when I'm like, I wouldn't personally punch that person, but if they got hit by a bus, I wouldn't cry.
Yeah, this is
Like, I still wish pain on them. I just don't want to be the one to do it.
I can get on board with that
You're
one. Yeah.
getting a peek at my favorite Trisha.
Oh no, angry Trish.
My
Uh-oh.
favorite.
Wait a minute, you can't pull out the favorite Trisha.
My favorite
She's got
Trisha.
good in her. Don't.
She does, but my favorite Trisha's the secretly angry, like, vengeance. I'm like, yes, let the hate flow through you.
I'm at war with
Dark
myself,
side.
as we all are, I think, most of the time.
This is a good one. Ben Shafran says, roller coasters, for them, against them.
I think you should answer this.
Yeah,
first,
I'm not a
Steve.
roller coaster guy at all. I don't like them.
knew?
In fact, my favorite roller coaster is, if you can even call it a roller coaster, the Indiana Jones ride.
Oh, I
is.
would
Yeah.
totally call that a roller coaster.
I love that roller. And also, see, my thing is, I'm a huge Disney person. I love Disneyland and Disney World and all those places. But like, there's some rides in Disneyland I've never been on, and I don't want to go on them.
Steven, that
for the
breaks
fact
my
that
heart.
yeah, like I just have like a very sensitive stomach, and I get really like motion sick on things. But I'm good on Star Tours. I'm good on Indiana Jones. Good on the Matterhorn. Went on the Matterhorn for the first time.
Matterhorn is a roller
Yeah,
coaster.
Yeah, but
I know,
Matterhorn
but-
is barely a roller.
I
Exactly,
love Matterhorn.
But Matterhorn came out when like roller coaster technology was not at the forefront of where it is today. But it was, it's just like kind of, and it was like a wooden roller coaster at first, I thought, and then they upgraded everything on it. But
Thank
but-
God, because wooden ones are rough now.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Well, I heard even Matterhorn was really rough
Oh,
too.
right.
They fixed
Matterhorn's
it.
pretty
jiggly,
rough.
but
Yeah.
I grew
How
up
is
in
it?
Texas. They're
It's
jiggly.
jiggly.
But you have Six Flags Over Texas, and I love Fiesta Texas, Astro World back in the day in Houston. I used to go on I remember my two older brothers. They were both super roller coaster people, and so I got to keep up. I got to get in there. I remember the Viper was my first roller coaster, and it had a loop de loop, and I remember being terrified.
Yep.
But it was so much fun. I love roller coasters, but
Yeah.
I do get the, oh God, this is it. Like when you're going chink 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 chink,
Uh-huh.
you're like, oh God, I'm
Yeah,
You
I
have to. You have to. Yeah, I completely love roller coasters, but I was the same way when I was younger. I was completely terrified. I don't ride roller coasters because my dad doesn't like roller coasters, and I was like, well, if Dad's scared of them, they're no good. So I didn't want to go on them, and then I think my dad and I may have gone on the first roller coaster for both of us together, where we were like, we're gonna be brave. This one doesn't have any loops. We got this, and we both loved it.
What was it? What was it?
Yeah.
It was, I want to say it's called the Comet. It's at Hershey Park. It's a big
Do you
wooden.
own this place?
I know,
a big
Hershey Burger
wooden-
Park.
No, Hershey chocolate. It's at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania, and we both went on it, and we loved it. We had a great time, and then we slowly stepped up our game to loop-de-loops, and now my dad and I are both big fans of roller coasters.
See, okay, I'll give you that because, like, I know I don't really like roller coasters, but I get the people that are like, you gotta just do it, and then when you get off, you'll love it. And so I was like, fine, I'll fucking do it. So I went on, so there was one day I was feeling particularly, like, heroic and very, like, brave.
Yeah.
And I went on Matterhorn, and I fucking loved it. I was like, oh my god, you guys are right, this is amazing. So Sarah was like,
Sarah
we
was
gotta
like
go.
so happy.
Yeah, she was like fucking ecstatic. And it was before they changed the, just before they changed, because now you can't sit in people's laps on the Matterhorn in Disneyland.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just changed it.
Oh,
And now they have
weird.
actual seat
Yeah.
partitions, but they used to be able to have
That's
it
like
so
the
you can...
sexy date coaster.
I know, right?
No
You better
mas,
watch
I
out. There
know.
might be a little going on down in the... Anyway, but the thing was, right after Matterhorn, Sarah was like, you gotta go on Big Thunder. Sarah's absolute favorite ride
Oh,
at
I haven't
Disneyland is
been on
Big
that.
Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let's do it. I'm feeling very fucking heroic and good about it. Went on it, and I think it was just the
Wait, which
force.
one did you go
Big
on?
Thunder Mountain.
Oh, Big Thunder Mountain.
And I think it was the force of
Did
it.
you look at the goat?
Of course I looked at the goat. I had to look at the goat.
Look at the goat!
Yeah, well, the thing is if you look at the goat when you're going around the corner, you get highly distorted and very, like,
the
disoriented.
centrifugal force
Like,
whips
whips
you
it.
around if
Yeah,
you sit in
because
the
you're
back cart and
seeing-
look at the
yeah.
goat. Disney secrets.
Anyway, but I went on it, and I think it was the force of, like, so it was that first mountain crawl, and then as soon as we go down, I was like, nope, I know it, no.
You gotta try the trick I told you about.
Oh, the screaming
Tell
trick?
everybody about the trick.
Well, Trisha says that there's this thing about relieving the pressure on your body by screaming the entire time.
Screaming or exhaling
That's
if you don't
right.
want to
You're
kill your
saying
vocal
exhaling.
cords.
I just don't know. Like, I'm not a fan of that, like, push up
That
on my
it gets rid
contents
of that.
feeling.
It gets rid of that
That's
feeling.
kind of
Maybe
the
I'll try
point
it
of roller coasters.
Feeling
though.
that
Yeah,
feeling,
that
yeah.
feeling.
Just not
See,
into it.
I don't like that feeling. I like the fast, like the little humps and like the around the side and the screws.
But
I
see,
like those.
I'm not afraid to take off my pants in public or scream at people while they're in their cars from
But-
the other side of the road.
But you're missing out on the interior of Splash Mountain, and I think
Well,
you're
no, I've
secretly
seen the
sad
interior,
about
but
that.
I am secretly sad I can't enjoy
I don't
it.
want to go to Splash Mountain. I don't like being wet at theme parks.
Oh, you don't really get that
What
wet
about on
on
a really
Splash
hot
Mountain.
day?
says
What
that.
about, like, a
You do
super
if
hot
you're in the
day?
front.
Yeah, maybe. Everybody always says, like, you're not going to be that wet, and then you're walking around 2 hours later, like, soggy.
Well,
I
especially
did-
if you're in jeans.
Yeah,
That's the worst.
ugh.
Wet jeans. That's
I-
like a form of torture.
I
I
pretty
did
much.
that to my poor mom last time she was visiting. I took her to Disneyland. We went on the Grizzly River Rapids.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, you won't get that wet. You go under like
Yeah.
3 waterfalls in that ride. My poor mom was like, Trish, she's like, I hate you. And it was the beginning of the day.
But was it a hot day?
It was a hot
Because that's
day.
the thing. If it's a super hot day, it's fine. You dry off by the afternoon. Pretty
It
much.
was, we had a great time.
Wow.
It was fun. Okay, let's see. Millie Hutchings at Millie0013 says, what has been your most bizarre job? Hashtag table talk.
Oh, most bizarre job.
I got a whole bunch of them.
I don't think I have, like, super weird
I got
jobs.
bizarre jobs for everybody.
I guess I did the stupid phone call thing where, like, we were called entertainment casting or something like that, and it was like,
you were a telemarketer.
I guess so. Is that what that was? I was
Yeah.
like 17, I think, and it was like an under the table payment job. And I just, like, we went through the phone book, I think, and we were like, are you interested in becoming an actor? Well, here's this. And we had, like, our scripts and, like, our pages to go through.
Yeah, you're a
and then, like,
telemarketer.
yeah, and so that was a really bizarre job. And then, so I worked there for, like, 2 weeks. And then I was like, man, this is great. And we hadn't gotten our first paycheck yet, and because it was all under the table. And then we went into the boss's office, and he's like, I have to fire you all, and I can't pay you all. I'm so sorry. We fucked up. And I was like, what? He's like, we'll send you a check in the mail in, like, a couple of weeks. And I was like, this sounds like bullshit.
Yeah,
I go
that
home
does
2
sound
weeks
like
later,
bullshit.
nothing in the
Yeah,
mail.
of
Call
course.
him up. Doo-doo-doo. This number has just been disconnected. I was like, fuck you. I was a slave.
You got hosed.
I got hosed big time.
I don't think I had any super bizarre jobs. I mean, I worked returns at Target once.
What's the weirdest thing that happened on the job there?
Someone threw a bottle of shampoo at me once at Target.
Awesome.
It was
Awesome.
awesome. Also,
Was
somebody
it-
tried to return
It was me.
a-
That's the funny part of the
Wait,
story.
was it an
Trisha.
altercation? Were they like angry
Yeah, they
at
were
you?
mad because they couldn't return the bottle of shampoo because they used more than half of it, and that's the policy. You can use, by the way, at most Targets, the policy is you can use up to half of a product and return it still.
Wow.
But they'd used more than half, so I couldn't return it. So then they just launched it, and it hit like the policy board behind me. And
Did it explode?
Exploded. It was pretty amazing.
Wait, what's the gauge
That's
of half
pretty
of something?
awesome.
Well,
Do
you
they
can
have
see
like
the
a meter
bottle.
system?
No, it's just like an eyeball it system. The thing is, I have no problem being sassy, so returns were great for me because I was just like, oh, really? Bring it. You think you're going to return it? Go ahead. Bring it on. Where's my boss? Hey, come over here. This asshole doesn't, it was amazing. I loved it.
I love it. My weird jobs include magician's assistant, which I currently do.
Oh, yeah.
I was the Hamburglar for a bunch of years for McDonald's.
That's amazing.
It is amazing, and I had a great time. Don't be mean to mascots.
No.
I did a one-woman kids show about bubbles that was educational, and I put children in bubbles. What else? What other weird jobs? I feel like I have like the gamut of weird jobs. Because I moved to LA and was like, I want to be an actor, and as long as it pays and I get to keep my clothes on, I will take that job. So I did everything. I had no shame. I was working gigs all over the place and loving it.
Cody at Tamerlan says, most overrated superhero.
Oh.
This sounds like we're going to be pissing off a lot of
We're
people.
being baited
no
in.
matter
Maybe we
what
should pick a different one.
No, answer it. Let's be ballsy.
Overrated.
Here's the thing. I'm going to go. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, I
I
have my answer, and I think it's going to spark some controversy in the room.
I'm going to go Superman.
Whoa! Superman's overrated? Our camera guy is crying.
And I only say this, and it's a bit of a cop-out, because my family is split in half evenly between Batman and Superman, and I'm on the Batman half of the family, so I'll do anything to defame Superman's character to my mom and my older brother, who seem to think he's
Superman's awesome.
If you put Superman and Batman if you were like, who's better?
Who's our favorite?
You kind of have to go Batman, because he's
Batman
so amazing.
has better external
You don't have
characters.
to. You don't have to. I get why they like him, but screw it. My side's better.
But
Batman's
if you're saying
better.
overrated, that's intense to say Superman's overrated.
But here's the thing. You guys are going to pussyfoot around, and I'm going in.
No, I'm not.
I have mine. I have mine chosen.
there.
Wait, I want to talk more about this, though, because Superman is kind of the ultimate superhero. He has,
I love Superman.
He kind of has, like, every, like, as far as, like, strength and smarts.
He is.
I just feel like
Sexy.
I grew up.
Yeah, like, if you're
I
going to
get
put
you
him,
think he's
like,
sexy, but I feel like I grew up, like, Superman was really big, and then Batman became really big after him, and I grew up in the Batman era, so I'm like, nah, Superman, bleh.
'Cause the
Batman's
movies were
sweet.
so
but how about
cool.
this? Let me put it to you this way. If you put Superman and Spider-Man, like, definitely Superman's better than Spider-Man. Spider-Man's just like a dude that got bit by a spider.
Yeah, but I also
Don't mess with Peter Parker.
No, Spider-Man's great.
I also like Spider-Man because he's like a cute, nerdy kid that just
Yeah.
got powers.
But you
Yeah,
think
you can't
Spider-Man-
mess with Peter Parker.
You don't think Spider-Man is more overrated than Superman? You
No.
think-
No.
Wow. Okay, so I'm throwing mine out there.
so
You
what's
ready?
yours?
Thor. Thor is
Oh
so
my god,
overrated.
let's start this argument again.
So overrated.
Again.
I like Thor.
We are Team Thor.
If you're a god, you're not a superhero. You're a god.
But he's okay,
Well-
but you could say that Superman is also not a superhero because he's got the same.
Yeah,
like,
then you get
he's
into
already
that.
Born with
He's
his-
an alien.
Is Superman like a god because he
Right.
comes from another planet and has
He
special
could be.
powers humans don't?
Exactly.
Well, but you could say he's maybe could be categorized as a god, but Thor is literally like a god, like a Greek
so that's
god.
just all you need is one religion to declare Superman a god for him to be the same thing.
Well, but as far as like
Good point.
our humanity, as far as our history goes, like as in the history books, like you have Thor.
So you don't like him because he's a deity known throughout history.
Well, also he's just like I don't know. No, that's not why I
He
don't
sounds
like
like
him.
what?
No,
And he
no,
has a
no,
big
no,
hammer?
That's not why I don't like him. I'm just saying.
Well,
I'm
there's
saying
the
that's
shit.
one reason to not like him. The other reason is he's just like he's the guy that's just on the side there.
What? He can call down thunder and lightning.
And so he's
So
pretty
can
cool.
Raiden. Raiden can call out thunder and lightning.
I think I'm
Big
gonna
deal.
win this overrated superhero thing right now. Batgirl.
Oh, is she really that highly rated? Is she really someone
I
that
don't
people
think.
are
I
like,
don't
you
think
know who I love?
That's true.
I love
That's
Batgirl.
true. I don't think she's gotten the.
She's third tier superhero.
I just think she's not special.
You have to pick one of the major
Yeah, it has to be
heroes.
somebody that you think
Someone who's
immediately-
very beloved and very cherished. That's overrated.
Yeah, I think that's a safe answer.
I-
Get out of there.
If
You know who's
If I
underrated?
have to go first here, I would have to go Captain America.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I can agree with
If
that.
I have to go first here, that's what I'm going.
He is
Okay.
foxy as all hell, though, and
He's
he hails
foxy.
from my favorite era of
and
history.
his shield makes for sweet T-shirts. and I like that. But overall, I'm not like, yeah, Captain America movie marathon, woo!
I agree with the movies. I agree. Not.
Oh, you didn't like the
my
movies?
favorite,
You didn't like the first one?
Not my favorite. I didn't think they were bad, but I loved the Thor movies. Tell you that right now.
Yeah,
A lot of people didn't like that.
That's because
All right,
a
well,
sexy man, too.
Guys, why don't you let us know in the comments down below who you think is the most overrated superhero in your opinion. And also, if you want to join in on Table Talk and add your topics, you can go to Twitter and use the hashtag Table Talk, or you can go to Reddit and go to our subreddit, r/SourceFed, and post your topics there.
And if you want a text message every time we upload a video to SourceFedNerd, you can go to motube.us/SourceFedNerd.
Ooh, very good.
And
Very good.
I almost pulled a you at the beginning of this episode where I was like, and for the subreddit, you can go to sourcefed. Nope.
Nope, not sourcefed.com. Nope.
I always feel bad when I have to say the slash things because my speech impediment, especially for like the Netflix.com/SourceFed is too many S's together, and people are always like, Meg's drunk. She's slurring a word. I have a speech impediment.
But you can go to sourcefed.com and see our blogs.
You
Go
can.
there.
I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Trisha Hirschberger.